Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the today's problem solving session on the NPTEL course on sustainable architecture, and let me share my screen with all of you. So as I can see, it's already 7:07. So let me begin the today's problem solving session on the NPTEL course on architectural approaches to decarbonization of buildings. And like our previous weeks, this will be the final session for this particular course, and week wise problem solving session for this course we have already conducted and uploaded. The YouTube link will be shared to you all, and also the contents that we have discussed in this particular course, these contents have also been uploaded in the Google Drive. Those links are also given to you whenever you will be logging to your personal IDs for this course. Then you will find all these details that have been shared with you all. So let us begin the today's problem solving session, and whoever will be joining in between the session, I will be letting them in. So with this, here is the first problem that I would like to project in front of you all, and whoever is willing to uh, give their answers, they can mention their answers in the chat box. Otherwise, later on I will be discussing this problem with all of you. So there will be several multiple type of question or objective question which match the following type of question. There won't be much numerical questions for this particular course, and because this is basically testing your concepts related to the passive buildings, daylighting, HVAC systems, and other key parameters that influence the environmental emissions. So you should get the brief understanding about this, and in the later course, in another course, these some things which are left in this particular course discussion that can be discussed in detail. So for this course, this was the conclusion session, you can say, and this will be the final session. And whatever query you are having, you can put your queries in the Google Drive or Google form that we are already sharing with you in the feedback, so that we can help you in better way. Also, you might have received your hall ticket for this particular uh, session final exam that will be conducted on 26th of October for all the enrolled participants who have paid their fees and are willing to appear for the exam for the certification. And also I would like to tell you all that whoever have submitted their assignment, so based of 8 out of the 12 assignments that have been submitted by the students, they will be counted for marking purposes, and that will be consisting of 25% weightage of the total marks, and apart from that 75% weightage will be calculated based upon your performance on the proctor based test that will be occurring on 26th of October. So let us see the first question, which is asking you all that the greenhouse effect is primarily caused by either absorption of oxygen or reflection of ultraviolet radiation or reflection of sunlight by ozone layer, or the option B, absorption of infrared radiation by atmospheric gases. So the option B is the correct answer for this particular question, question number 1, which states that whenever there will be infrared radiation absorption within the atmospheric gases, then these gases will be overall creating the greenhouse effect in the atmosphere. So option B will be the correct answer for this particular question, question number 1, if it is asked. So let us project the second question for you all. The second question, it is asking you all about which gas is considered to be as the benchmark for measuring the global warming potential. So whenever you will be calculating the global warming potential of different gases, then based upon one baseline or the benchmark, you have to relate the values of or calculate the values of other gases. So which gas is that, whether it is methane or nitrous oxide or sulfur hexafluoride, or option C, it is carbon dioxide. So whoever knows the answer, they can mention their answers in the chat box. These all the things whichever I am discussing today, these are based upon the content of all the week 12 lectures. It is mixed kind of question that will be asked to you. Earlier it was week wise lectures. So in that week wise lecture particularly, we were not able to go through particular week answers, but now you can easily understand all the concepts, and you can appear for the mixed type of question that I will be discussing today's class. And apart from these, anyone who is having any sort of doubt related to the exam pattern, marking, or the assignments, or related to the various concepts that have been taught in the syllabus or the course curriculum, then you can unmute yourself and you can ask. So in the last Tuesday also we had discussed so many questions related to the week 12, and similarly we will be focusing on the week 13 also, which is primarily based upon the different mixed type of questions. So let us see who has answered to this particular question number 2, then we will be moving for the next question, guys, without wasting much of our time. So as I can see, for this particular question number, no, it's not 3, it's 2. So I think someone is okay, he or she has corrected herself. Apart from that, someone, yeah, as I can see now, when Krishna has joined again, and Ram has answered to this particular question also. So only 2 responses I have received till now, and both of them are saying 2C. Yeah, 2C is the correct answer, guys. That is carbon dioxide, because you know this carbon dioxide is assigned a GWP or global warming potential of 1, and it serves as the reference against which other gases are compared. That's why it is considered as the benchmark for measuring global warming potential, that I was told to you. I hope you remember this and you can recall this very well. Is it fine to all of you? If it is fine to all of you, then type yes in the chat box, then we can move to the next question, guys. Anyone? If it is not fine, then or he or she wants to discuss something, then he or she can ask the questions here. Otherwise, type yes in the chat box, then I will be moving towards the next question. Okay, as I can see, several people are saying yes. So let us move to the next question. The next question is question number 3, which is asking you all about the atmospheric lifetime of this carbon dioxide gas, which is approximately 10 years, or 20 to 200 years, or 500 years, or less than 5 years. So what will be the approximate or the most suitable answer for this particular question number 3? Try to give your answers, whoever is willing to answer to this question. The question is very straightforward, and I hope most of you will be able to answer to this question. So I will check Who knows the answer? Yeah. So it has been marked 3B by most of you, and Ram was first to answer to this question. So I will be disclosing the answer with you all and discussing it here, that Ram and Celine both are absolutely correct. The correct answer for this particular question, question number 3, is 20 to 200 years. And all of you know very well that this CO2 remains in the atmosphere for decades to centuries, contributing to long term warming. That was explained to you in detail during the week wise lecture series. And for this particular question, that's why option B comes out to be the most appropriate answer for this question number 3. So with this, let us move to the fourth question, which is asking you all about the which of the following greenhouse gases has the highest global warming potential among the options that have been provided to you. So as you can see, the different gases are mentioned here, and the global warming potential of different gases, you can recall the tabular format of each one was shown, where the global warming potential of each gas was told to you. So here the options are carbon dioxide, methane, or so let me admit one more participants who wants to join. Yeah, so now we are having 4 participants, I guess, for the timing, and whoever will be joining, I will be admitting them in this final session of the NPTEL course on sustainable architecture to the sustainable architecture, I should say. So yeah, to decarbonization of buildings, that is the correct terminology for this particular course. And here is the question that we were discussing with you all. Let me project for the others the question number 4. Some of you might also know the answer for this particular question, question number 4. So whoever knows the answer, they can mark their answers. Kirti has joined us later, so that's why I am projecting the question again. I hope the question is clear and visible to all of you. So Kriti, if you want to add answer to this particular question, if you know the answer, then you can type your answer in the chat box. Till now, as I can see, out of the several participants that have joined, 2 answers have been received, and all are mentioning option 4 or option D for this question number 4. It is sulfur hexa. So let me admit the 5th participant, I guess. Yeah, so one more participant wants to join later. So now we are having 5 participants. So let us discuss the answer, correct answer. The correct answer for this particular question, question number 4, is option D, sulfur hexafluoride. It is having a global warming potential of nearly 24,000. You can say that if you will be comparing it with that of carbon dioxide, which is having a global potential of 1. So all of you have marked the correct answer, that is option D is the correct answer. So let us move to the 5th question. The 5th question is here, which is asking you about which is not a major greenhouse gas out of the all options, 4 options I should say, which is not the greenhouse gas. Yeah, Kirti has marked it as a C. She is the first to mark. Harshoday, Ram, Chillin, Krishna, others. If you want to add or you know the answers, then you also can mention here. Otherwise, we will be moving to the next question after discussing this question. Okay, so most of you are voting for option C, that is oxygen. Yeah, so if you will be comparing with all the four options that have been mentioned, so carbon dioxide, methane, nitrogen, all will be coming under greenhouse gases. Only option C, oxygen, is not a major greenhouse gases. That's why option C was the correct. So all of you are correct. Let us move to the question 6, but before then that, let me admit one more participant. Manimaran is there. Yeah, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Krishna was there, 6 participants. Okay, so let me project the question again, guys. Here is the sixth question in front of you all, and try to solve all these questions quickly, because your exams will be like that only. You will have to go through several questions, mixed kind of questions. So out of the four options, which is an example of low carbon building material? Kirti has already answered to this question, and we'll see whether she is correct or not. Others also give your opinion if such kind of questions will be asked. So what answers you will be marking here? So whoever is answering, whether Harsuday or anyone, so you first of all mention the question number, then mention the option, then it will be better for us to evaluate. So let us move and see who has answered to this question. Three answers have been received for this question number 6. Kirti, Harsuday, and Celine, all of them have voted for question option third, bamboo. Yeah, so if you will see that it is a naturally growing and renewable building material, you can say. So that's why it is having, or it also, since it is natural, it absorbs the subsequent amount of carbon. That's why it is coming under the low carbon building material. So let us move to the seventh question, and which is asking you about the Griha and LEED certifications you might have heard about. So these are the example of building construction method or HVAC component or renewable energy sources or green building certification systems. Yeah, Kirti has mentioned as a second option, option B. So as I can see, Kirti is the first to give answer to this question, and Harshoda is also there. Both of them have voted. Other might be waiting for the discussion to happen. So let me tell you guys that both of them are absolutely correct. These are basically the green building certification systems, and GRIHA is also the green building certification utilized in India. These are helpful for constructing an energy efficient building or zero energy building, you can say, or low carbon footprint buildings. That's why they are considered to be under green building certifications. Fine. So whoever have answered to this question, they are absolutely correct, and who don't know the answer, they should remember that it's option B, green building certification systems. So let us move to the eighth question with this. The eighth question, which is asking you about methane is primarily emitted from. So most of you are voting for option B, as I can see. So others also try to give your opinion on this particular question, whether it is correct or not. We'll see. Okay, let me see. So only two of you have answered. Kitty is very confident about her concepts and answer. She is the first to give answer, and Harshada is also there. Both of them are opting or voting for option B, and both of them are absolutely correct. You know very well that whenever this livestock, agriculture, or fossil fuel will waste will be there, these all will be liberating high amount of methane gas as compared to the other options that have been mentioned. That's why option B will be the final answer and the most suitable answer for this particular question number 8. Is it clear to all of you? Everybody is fine with option B. Can we move to the next question? So if everybody is fine with the answer, then type yes in the chat box, and then we will be moving to the next question, question number 9. Harsuda is okay. Others? Can we move to the next question? Okay. So let us move, guys. Here's the ninth question, and this question is asking you about the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change established the COP, and this was mainly done to. What do you think? So three people have already answered, as all of you can see in your chat box. This time two more participants they have answered, like Celine and Manivaran. That's good. They are becoming a part of, or they are actively participating for successful completion of this problem solving session. And all of you can check your concepts regarding this. Now 4 answers I have received. I think more than 50% of the people have answered to this question. 3 3 6 7. Yeah, 6 people, 4 people have answered. Fine. So let us move, and let us first of all tell or discuss you guys that Option C is the correct answer. If you will be marking option C, then definitely you will be getting the full marks for this particular question number 9. These all the frameworks or this COP was established to coordinate the international climate action. That's it. It's not for the regulating the construction sector or monitoring the electricity emissions or promoting the renewable energy in Africa especially. So it's option B, which is the most appropriate answer for this question number 9. Let us move to the 10th question. Here is the 10th question, which is asking you all that which of the following best describes the operational carbon, whether it is carbon emitted during manufacturing or material manufacturing, or it is option B, carbon emitted during building use, or carbon stored in timber, or carbon during demolition. Out of the 4 options, which you think to be the most appropriate answer for this question number 10? So kindly mention the question number first, then mention your option. That will be better way for evaluation. So a lot of people have given their point of view for this question number 10, and Kirti, as she is leading the today's problem solving session, now also she was the first to give answer, but it's good that a lot of participants have given their point of view and all of them are saying it's option B. Yeah, it's option B. That is the other things like option A, which is saying you that carbon emitted during material manufacturing, these all comes under embodied carbon emissions, you can say, or other like stored in timber, these doesn't come under operational. Operational means when the building will be in use or building will be in function. Once the building has been prepared, then whatever the emissions come during its operation or during the building use, that only comes under operational carbon. That's why option B was the correct answer out of the 4 options. Fine. Let us move to the 11th question and try to evaluate your performance yourself. How many questions you are able to answer? If I am projecting, let's say 50 questions today, so you evaluate yourself how many marks you can get for this question number 11. Yeah, so it's good to see that now at least none of you are copying each one's answer, and for this question I am getting different answers, but out of the yeah, but only one of you are correct. Others, whoever wants to add, they can add their answers. So as you all can see, for this particular question number 11, yeah, this time also Kirti was the first to rapidly answer to this question, then Harsuday, yeah, Manimaran is having different opinion and others participants are having same opinion. So let me discuss the final answer that whenever you are talking about the integration of solar PV into the building, this will be an example of renewable energy integration, not embodied carbon reduction mainly, because this integration of solar PV, this doesn't come under embodied. Embodied means simply, as I have explained in the previous problems also, that the building has, if the building material extraction is there, transportation is there, or construction is there, then it can be coming under the embodied carbon emissions, and that part you can reduce with the help of locally available material, or with the help of low carbon intensive material construction. But when your building is constructed and you are integrating solar PV panels into the building, so then you are more or less integrating renewable energy inside your building. That will be the most appropriate answer for this particular question, question number 11. That's why option B is the correct. Is it clear now? Can we move to the next question? If the explanation is clear, then type yes in the chat box. Okay, so thank you for your response. A lot of people have already voted. They are fine with the answer and explanation. So let us move to the next question quickly, guys, because we will be completing, let us say, or we will be practicing today around 50 questions. So there are a lot of questions to discuss. So let us go through one by one and quickly. So what do you understand by carbon sink? So all of you read the questions and give your answers. You can take your time, but give the correct answer. The concept of carbon sink was yeah, as I can see now, many of you have added your point of view for this question number 12, and most of you have voted for option C. Yeah, option C is the correct answer for this question number 12. All of you are correct. That is natural systems absorbing CO2. Those are considered to be as carbon sink. And sink, simply from the terminology also you can understand that it will be absorbing, and since it is carbon sink, it will be absorbing CO2. That is mentioned in only option C. That's why option C was the correct answer. Three of you have answered to this, but you have taken much time to answer to this question. As I can see, Kirti has answered it as at 7:37. Yeah, but Harsuday took 1 minute, then Celine took 1 minute. So this was not that much difficult question, but it's fine. All of you have answered it correctly. So let us move to the 13th question. Here is the 13th question, which is based upon the Kyoto Protocol. This Kyoto Protocol is associated with what? So let me project and see. For this particular question, question number 13, most of you have marked B answer, and B is the correct answer, guys. This is the global climate agreements. This is mainly associated with the global climate agreements, and other like industrial revolution, fossil fuel promotion of building codes. This gets eliminated out. So all of you are correct. Whoever have not marked the answer, they can correct themselves or recall it that this Kyoto Protocol discussion was made, and was very well told to you that the different countries participate and discuss about the global climate agreements. Fine. Let us move to the 14th question. The 14th question is asking you all about a building that produces as much energy as it consumes. So it will be called as. This is very straightforward question. I hope all of you will be quickly able to answer to this question number 14. Kirti has already answered. Harshoda has also answered. So anyone who wants to add to this question, they can give their answers. This was very basic question and straightforward question. Carbon sink cannot be the answer. Only three options are there, which is talking about the high energy building, zero energy building, or passive building. Anyone? Manimaran has also answered or added his opinion for this question number 14. Yeah, so all of you have answered within 1 minute of time span, and all of you have voted for option B, that is the correct answer. So you can simply balance it out that whenever you are utilizing some amount of energy, and that much amount of energy you are also producing it, so the net amount of energy will be zero. That's why it is net zero energy building you can call. That's fine. So let us move to the 15th question, which is asking you about the key objectives of bioclimatic architecture. There was separate week where the bioclimatic architecture benefits were discussed. So only one answer. I hope you whoever have answered, they have answered it correctly, incorrectly, and the rest of the questions, 15 questions that I have projected, most of you have marked correct answers. And for this particular question, question number 15 also, as I can see, many answers have been given by all of you, but all of you have marked option C as the correct answer. Kirti is leading the problem solving session, as I have mentioned earlier also, and others, they are also answering it correctly. None of you have answered the questions incorrectly. That's good to see. And it's option C, guys. This bioclimatic architecture key objective is to minimize the reliance on the artificial heating and cooling. That's correct. And the other options, like you can see, reducing artificial lighting or increasing fossil fuel dependency, maximizing energy intensive design, these all gets eliminated out. Option B can be one of the answer, but the main answer or the single option, if you will be willing to take, then the main load comes because of HVAC load. You know very well, this HVAC load is the primary energy consumption sector or part, you can say. So main reliance is on that. Option C. Here is the 16th question. We have completed the 15th question, which is asking you all that regenerative buildings. You might have heard about the regenerative buildings also. They are designed to produce surplus or to use only fossil fuels or rely on passive ventilation or have no carbon storage. So this is very good question, and this time many of you can commit mistakes. That's why I put this question to analyze your concept related to the regenerative buildings. So let me see, for this particular question, question number 16, how many of you have given your answers? Yeah, so Kirti is opting two options. First she said C, then she said A. Others are saying A only. Harsuda is also saying A. Yeah, so most of you cannot be wrong, since all of you think in same direction, and the correct answer is A only. This regenerative type of building, they are designed to produce surplus energy. That is the correct answer. In other options, they are not correct, that they have no carbon storage and all. This is incorrect answer. So whoever have mentioned A, they are correct, their concepts are correct. and others who are having some sort of doubt. I hope now it is clear. Is it clear? Can we move for the next question? Okay. So Kirti was having doubt with both the options, but now she is fine. So let us move to the next question. Question number. So let me project the slide. Here is question number 17. The question number 17 is asking you about India aims to be carbon neutral by. Others also take your time and give your answers for this question number 17. If this will be asked, what answer you will be marking? So carbon neutral simply means whatever carbon you will be generating, that much you will be absorbing or storing, means it will be overall neutral carbon emission, not on a higher end or not on a negative end. So again, for this question number 17, different answers I am getting, but only one answer is correct, guys. And two of you are voting for option A, and two of you are saying option D. Anyone who wants to change their options, correct themselves, or shall we move towards the discussion? So I don't think everybody are well confident about their answers. So the correct answer for this particular question is 2070, option D, which was first mentioned by Sir Harshoday. That is, India has committed to be the carbon neutral by 2070. Yeah, not 2030, and it is not possible also. A lot of carbon emissions are there, so this can only be achieved once you completely focus or completely rely on the renewable sources of energy like PV panels, solar energy or wind energy, integrating them into the buildings and other sectors, and avoiding reliance on the conventional or fuel based power plants. So these things can happen 100%, not by 2030. So this aim cannot be such near, because 2-3 years is very less to overall achieve carbon neutrality. That's why the target has been set to be 2070 by Indian government. Is it clear, Kirti? Because I think Mani Maran is okay with 2070. What about Kirti is also fine. So both of them were going in the wrong direction. Both of them are fine with the discussion and the answers given by their friends. So with this, we will be moving to the 18th question. The 18th question is asking you about the circular economy in construction promotes. Now this time, as I can see, Harsudai has leaded the answer, and first of all he has mentioned as 18C. So he is very confident about the answer. Then all of them have also supported his opinion. Yeah, option C is the correct answer, guys, for this particular question. Question number 18. The circular economy minimizes waste and keeps material in use. That's why the concept of recycling and reusing have been promoted with this particular concept of circular economy. That is correct. Let us move to the 19th question with this. 19th question is asking you all about orientation and form influence energy use primarily through. So whoever wants to add their answers, they can add their answers in the chat box. Yeah, Kirti, all of them are very active and they have given the answers. Within 1 minute of time span, all of them have given the answer, and all of you are absolutely correct, guys. It's 19C, natural ventilation and solar gain. This is the correct answer for this question number 19. Let us move to the question number 20. This one easily you can answer because we have already discussed with you all, guys. Question number 20, renewable building material. Yeah, this time, so it's good to see that there is healthy competition with you within you all, guys. This time Manimaran was the first to realize the correct answer, and then others also, and all of you have voted for option A, which is the correct answer. And I have already mentioned also, this bamboo, it is an renewable fast growing material. That's why option A was the correct answer for this question number 20. Here's the question number 21. So this is asking you about, so let me admit one more participant before we proceed. Yeah, so here is one more participants. Now we are having 7 participants today till now who have joined. So for this question number 21, let me project again for you all, guys. So 21 is asking you build clever strategy. So different building strategy was told to you. So build clever. What do you understand by the strategy build clever? All of you give your answers, and you have already given also, I feel, as I can see. Yeah, Harshuday, Kirti, lot of people have voted for this particular question number 21, and all of them have voted for option B. And let me tell you all, guys, option B is the correct answer. That is, reusing and salvaging materials comes under build clever strategy, because with the help of this the production of new material can be minimized, and it can be recycled. And other options like build large areas, these are not good strategy of building constructions or high carbon products. These all are absolutely incorrect. That's why option B is the only answer and the very straightforward answer if you know the concept of build clever. Let us move to the question 22, which is asking you or checking your concepts about build nothing concept. So lot of people, they are active and they have given their answers. As I can see, before I have projected the question also, they are very quick. And as I can see, for this question number 20, which one is this, let me see, 22. For this question number 22, yeah, one more participant is there. Let me admit him also. After 1 hour he wants to join, but it's fine. The rest of the part, whatever is left, you can get the recording, but you cannot practice here. If you will be seeing the recording, it will be like lecture for you, but here you can practice your concepts and see your level. So a lot of people have answered, and all of your point of view is same, and option B is the correct answer. So it was told to you that the first strategy beyond you will be moving towards energy efficient construction. It is build nothing. First of all, you will think whether it is necessary to build, or we will try to avoid any construction whenever it is possible for getting sustainable architecture. And other options like build only with steel, these are not build nothing strategies. So all of you are correct, none of you have given the incorrect answer. Let's move to the 23 question. The 23 question is asking you all about the which component has highest embodied carbon in typical buildings. So these questions is very popular. It has been asked in the assignment questions also, and and the previous year sample problem questions also that we have discussed. So I don't think any one of you will be making this question incorrect, making or answering it incorrectly. So today's session will be rapid fire type of question, when you will have to solve it quickly because we will solve so many questions here. Yeah, Harsoday again has won the race, and others they have also supported him, and 23C have been marked by most of you, and that is the correct answer, guys. That is cement and steel. So let us move to the 24th question. Here is the 24th question for you all who have completed 23. Let us see who can answer to this question number 24. Kirti, Rajesh, they have answered already. I will see and check whether they are correct or not. So once you have understood all the concepts clearly, then it becomes very easy for you to give answers, that I can see. And your preparation level are also up to date. Most of the answers, I should say, or very few, one or two you have given incorrect answers, but rest of the answers, whatever we have discussed, 24 questions, you have given the correct answers. And for this particular question also, everyone is voting for option C. That means looking at your preparation level, that is the correct answer, guys. That is reducing heating and cooling loads. Whenever you will be having good insulation, that will be helping you. Insulation simply means the heat transfer will be getting affected. So outdoor or the outside harsh environment won't be able to interrupt the indoor comfortable environment, and overall it will be reducing your heating or cooling loads. Fine. So let us move to the 25th question. This is the 25th question, which is asking you all about the light shelves. So the function of light shelf was asked in your assignment questions also. So let us see what do you understand by light shelf concepts. So I think now first of all, how many participants we are having? Yeah, a lot of people are becoming the part of this today's final session or final problem solving session and showing their preparation level. I think 8 people are there. Okay, and the session is also going smoothly and quickly with your all cooperation. So it's 25B that have been marked by most of the audience, and 25B is the correct answer because it was well explained with you all the function of each type of shading devices, where light shelf was focusing or redirecting the diffused daylight deeper inside the room. That was the thing that you had already answered. So let us move to the 26th question then. Here is the 26th question, which is asking you all about which of the following principles support carbon neutrality in settlements. So these three different answers I have received. Sorry, three people have answered two different answers I have received. Yeah, so initially Kirti Rajesh was going for and Celine was going for C and her Sudaya was alone standing for A, but now he has realized or revised his concept and he is also supporting 26C. That's good to see. And he has also mentioned till the explanation that Sol will increase the energy consumption. That's why that option project. That's why option C is the correct answer. Fine. So now all of you are clear. Is it clear to all of you? 26C is the correct answer. Compact planning will be there and green infrastructure will be there, and then overall it will be supporting carbon neutrality in settlements. Is it clear to all of you? Can we move to the next question, because we have completed half of the question series here. Okay. So before moving to the next question, let me inform or tell you one more thing that today we will be solving around 55 questions. So out of that, as you can see, we have solved already nearly half of the questions. So we will be now, we have already passed also 1 hour, and now within next 1 hour we will be solving the next half questions. But what I want from all of you that honestly you calculate your marks. If you were the part of this problem solving session from the beginning, then you calculate your marks. Then at the end of the session I will see out of the 55 questions, if you mark your 1 marks for each of the questions, how much marks you get. Fine? Is it fine to all of you? So at the end I will ask all of you to type your final score out of 55. So some questions some are doing incorrectly, so they can award themselves 0, how many questions they have done incorrectly. Or else what we can do, from here we can start, because some of the people they were not present. So from here let us start. I can see from here how many questions are there. From here I will be discussing 27 more questions. So out of the 27 more questions, how much you will be getting, you can mark at the end of the session when I will be asking you to mark yourself. Fine? Is it okay? Okay, let us see. Here is the 27th question, but for the marking point of view, if you will see, this will be the first question, which is asking you all that which of the following helps to reduce urban heat island effect. Yeah, so in the exam also mainly you will be having multiple choice questions or multiple answer type of questions also. You will be having the similar pattern which you are getting in your assignments. Same pattern will be followed in the final exam. Yeah, I hope the doubt of Kirti is done. So and she has answered, and all of you have answered to this question number 27. And all of you have mentioned the correct answer to this question as B. That is the correct answer, guys. All of you will get full marks if this was the question. That is, green roofs, they help in reducing the urban heat island effect. All of your concepts are clear. So let us move to the 28th question, which is asking you all that high recycled content rubber contributes to. Yeah, this is very good question, and let us see who can answer it correctly and who can get full marks. So others, they can take your time, but give the correct answers. So as I can see, most of you have answered, and most of you have answered it as B. So B is the correct answer, guys. It is a high recycled content will be contributing you to reduce embodied carbon. Fine, because the cost or the fuel or the transportation, all these things will be getting reduced when you are utilizing recycled content. That's why the embodied emissions will be getting reduced. Correct. Let us move to the 29th question. Life cycle assessment begins at. So there is no extra point for giving answer first, but there is point for giving the correct answer. So take your time that I want to say, but give the correct answer that you think. Fine. So as I can see, three answers have been given. So people who are not giving answers, they can award themselves 0 also, because they have not attempted it. And three people have means Manimaran is not attempting this question, I feel, or he has given answer earlier. So he's not mentioning the question number also. It's difficult to identify whether he's mentioning for 28 or 29. So with going ahead, as I can see, 29C was voted for by most of you, and most of you or all of you who have voted, I should say, are correct, because the life cycle assessment begins at the raw material, from the raw material extraction stage to the demolition stage. It goes either demolition stage if it is cradle to grave, or if it is cradle to cradle, then the last stage will be recycling, and then again manufacturing, and all these things will be happening. That's why option C is the correct answer. All of you who have mentioned, they can award themselves full marks, and who have not mentioned, then they can award themselves 0 marks for this particular question number 29. Let us move to the question number 30 then. Here is question number 30, the regenerative design. One question related to the regenerative design we have already discussed. So this question is also asking you about this regenerative design aims to. It's good to see that, guys. All of your concepts are very, very good. So Rajesh has leaded the answer for this question. He has led the team, but all of you are also correct. All of you will also get the full marks. It's option B. That is repair and enhance ecological system. This regenerative design contributing to the positively to the environment, as you all know. That's why repair and enhance ecological system will be the aim of regenerative systems. So let us move to the 31st question and solve it. So for particular question number 31st, I can see V. What? I'm not getting what V and what C. Harsuda is also mentioned. He is also mentioning. Okay, so it's C. Yeah, C is the correct answer, guys. That you know very well. The diagram was also shown to you that this skylight is mainly designed, or properly designed skylight can help us to bring the diffused light or diffused natural light and avoiding the excess heat gain. Fine, all of you are correct. Whoever have answered, they can award themselves 1 marks. So let us move to the next question, the question number 32. Here is question number 32, which is asking you all the thermal comfort can be achieved through. Out of the 4 options, which option you think to be the correct one, guys? So as I can see for this question number 32, B have been marked by Rajesh, Kirti and Harshadai, all of them, and option B is the correct answer, guys. That is passive design and ventilation. Apart from these other parameters like orientation, ventilation, shading, they all will be reducing the energy use and improving the thermal comfort. So all of you are correct. D is the correct answer. So let us move to the question number 33. That question number 33 is asking you all that daylight sensors and automated controls help in which of the 4 options, which of the out of the 4 options, which is the correct answer, you can choose. Yeah, so as I can see, Kitty has opted option D, Harshada is also opted option D, that is also opted option D. Then based upon your previous performance, I can say directly that option D is the correct answer, guys. These daylight sensors and automated controls will be helping you all to reduce the lighting energy use. So let us move to the next question, that is asking you all that passive architecture strategies are most effective when considered to be either post construction or early in the design phase or during demolition or in HVAC operation. Which you think to be most appropriate answer? so many answers, but all of you have voted for option B. None of you are having different opinion. So it's option B, guys, which is the correct answer. That is, it should be considered at the early design phase, which will be ensuring the optimal building orientation and performance. So let us move to the next question then, if all of you are correct. So let me ask also the others who are not able to answer. So whatever questions we have discussed till now, every one of you are okay with the problem solving session and discussion and the explanation. If you are not okay, then you can unmute yourself and ask, or you can ask me to go to the particular question, then we can discuss it again, or else you type yes in the chat box, then we will be moving to the next question of our today's problem solving session. So let me see if anybody is asking, or type yes simply in the chat box, then we will move next. Can we move, guys? So I'm not getting response, I feel. Oh, a lot of people have already voted. Fine. Thank you for your rapid response. So let us move to the 35th question of the day. Here is the 35th question of the day, which is asking you all, which gas has longest lifetime? So literally, I don't think many of you will be able to answer this question, because this is very not that much simpler question, I should say, very tricky question. So this is question number 35, and only one answer I have received till date, that is given by Harsoday. So rest who are not giving their answers, then they can award themselves 0 for this particular question number 35. And then I will be discussing the answer. So should I let us wait for 1 minute? Maybe some more wants to add their answers to this question, and then we will be discussing the correct answer. So out of the 35 questions, out of the 35 question number that I have presented here, only 2 are voting their answers. Fine. Rest Kirti and what another was there, Manimbaran, I guess. They are not Sidlin. So 2 only are voting their answers for this question number 35. Fine. So both are having different opinion also. So let me correct that. The correct answer for this question number 35 is sulfur hexafluoride. If you will see the lectures, then you will find this sulfur hexafluoride, or SF6. It can remain in the atmosphere for more than 3000 years. That was told, or that was discussed. So this is having, out of the 4 gases that have been mentioned, this is having the longest atmospheric lifetime. Option D is the correct answer. So only Harsoday has given the correct answer, and others they have marked it as incorrect, or they have left the question number 35. Is it clear to all of you? Can we move for the next question? Okay. So here is the 36th question then, which is asking you all that embodied carbon can be reduced effectively by. So this embodied carbon is basically discussing or referring to the before the operational phase. So out of, based upon this concept, you can answer to this question number 36. Yeah. So a lot of people have answered. Raja was first to answer to this question. Then Harsh, Kirti, Rajesh, all of them have answered, and all of them have voted for option B, which is the correct answer. Whenever you will be relying or utilizing the locally available low carbon materials, then for sure you will be saving the transportation cost or the extraction or the manufacturing cost not emissions I should say. Then overall it will be reducing the embodied carbon. Option B is the correct answer. All of you are correct. So let us move to the question number 37. This question number 37 is asking you courtyard that have been constructed in various ancient houses or the buildings, they are mainly helpful in. So as I can see, Rajesh has given the answer first, then Kirti, and so they all rest. Also, if they want to add, then they can add. Okay. So rest are waiting for the correct answer to be revealed. So the correct answer is already mentioned in the chat box, guys. It's option C. This courtyard will be mainly helpful for passive cooling and ventilation purposes in the tropical climates. Not other options like blocking wind or increasing solar radiation. This is not the primary focus of constructing courtyards. Option C is the correct answer. So let us move to the question number 38. Just asking you all, a double skin facade is used to. So three answers have been marked, and all of you whoever have answered till now and made this problem solving session to be an interesting and interactive one and easier for me also, because this time also all of you were correct. It's option B. This double skin facade, it will be helpful or it will be used to improve the thermal performance and ventilation, that have been marked by most of you correctly. So here is the 39th question for them who have completed the question number 38. He is asking about a building material combination typically has the lowest embodied carbon. So it is asking about embodied carbon. Lot of people have marked their answers for this question number 39, and they have marked it as option C. And they are absolutely correct. As I have already informed that this embodied carbon can be reduced, or material will be having lowest embodied carbon, which is natural material, or it can absorb carbon, or it is having it is locally available. All these features can be important while selecting low embodied carbon material. So it's option C, bamboo and lime. Here is the 14th question, 40 question, which is asking you about the thermal mass wall, the main function of thermal mass. This is very straightforward question. So you might have seen that in ancient times, people used to make very thick walls that may be considered to be as thermal mass, and that was done in order to reduce daylight or to increase HVAC load or block ventilation or to store the excess heat during the day and release it slowly. Which of the following options you think to be the correct one? So most of you have answered, and you have answered to be as 40B, as I can see, and 40B is the correct answer for this particular question number 40, that is stores and release heat slowly. It is the primary function of thermal mass wall. So with this, I will proceed to the 41 question, which is asking you about the glare can be minimized by proper shading and light diffusers, or clear single glazing, or option C high reflective interior walls, or option D west facing glass facades. For this question number 41, anyone who wants to add? I think Kirti was the first to answer, but she is answered it as, but now she has corrected herself. Harsuday, Rajesh, all of them have mentioned their point of view or the correct answer that they think to be. Others, whoever wants to add their answer, they can add their answers for this question number 41. Yeah, so let me tell you all guys that all of you are correct in this question number 41. Option A is the correct answer. That is, this glare, if you want to minimize, then you can minimize it by proper shading. Then you can reduce the excess solar gain or the direct daylight that can come inside, as well as you can utilize different type of light diffusers. It was told to you. And here is the question number 42 then. So this is very tricky question, and I feel and I can see most of you can answer it incorrectly as well. Question number 42. So whoever is answering it incorrectly, then they can mark themselves 0 once I will reveal the correct answer. So most of you don't know the answer. Few of you have only marked it, and you have marked it as 42A. So 42B is the correct answer, guys, not A, because you know very well that let me explain you with the help of one figure. So when this is your building wall and this may be the position of sun, you say. Then if you are having this much only window to wall ratio, but if someone is having this much uncontrolled, without any control it is mentioned, or very high increasing the window to wall ratio, if you will increase so much window to wall ratio, then it for sure it's not asking you that it is in colder region or some other tropical regions, it's just asking you the general case. Sure. So if it is in another reason, then it may be some specific option or answer that can be considered. But in this particular question, that case that have been shown to you, if you will be increasing your window to wall ratio, then it will be definitely increasing the solar radiation that can be penetrated inside the building, and it will be heating the building again and again, like it happens and creates greenhouse effect in a car. When you will be sitting in a steel car, then lot of light will be getting entrapped inside the car glass, and you will be your car will be getting hotter and hotter, and when you will be switching off your car AC, then you will be increasing the energy demand. That's why it's basic example, and you can relate it also, that option B is the correct answer for this question number 42. I don't know why you have mentioned option A. So is it clear to you all now that option B is the correct answer for this particular question number 42? This was very straightforward question, but these small mistakes can decrease your marks. So let us move to the next question. Question number 43. This also I have discussed in the week wise lectures, like stack ventilation works on the principle of. Let's see how many of you can answer it correctly. So I hope most of you have already answered. So we will be proceeding to the next question. Only 3 of you know the answer for this particular question. I can see 43C that have been marked by most of you. Yeah. So most of you are correct. Whoever have marked this answer 43C, that is temperature induced air movement, that will be responsible for this A stack ventilation. But others who have not marked it, they might don't know the answer, they might be waiting for the discussion to happen, but you assign yourself to be 0 marks for this particular question if you are not knowing the answer, because this is not out of the syllabus question. This was well explained during the lectures also, and this was told to you or discussed in the week wise lectures also. So let us move to the question number 44. This question number 44 is asking you all that green facades primarily help in either it is blocking ventilation or absorbing heat and filtering air or increasing glare, or last option blocking sunlight completely. Question number 44. So most of you have already answered, I feel. Rajesh, Sarsoday, Kirti, Silin, all of you have voted for 44B. Fine. And this 44B is the correct answer for this particular question. Question number 44. Sir, how many questions will be there in the exam? Okay. So some questions may be 2 mark question also, and some questions may be 1 mark questions also, but it will be nearly around 55 to 60 question, I guess. That's why in the today's problem solving session also I have just put those many questions only. It will be in the range of 55 to 60 questions, so that your 75 marks can be weightage can be accommodated if some questions are of let's say 1 marks and some are of 2 marks. So likewise you will be means getting nearly about 2 minutes to solve one question if it is objective kind of questions only. So it will be nearly around 55 to 60 question, I feel, but exact figures I also don't know. That is, I'm telling you with the experience that I have seen in previous years. So fine. So all of you have answered it correctly also for the question number 44. And this green facades or ventilation vegetation on the facades, this will be helping you to cool the surfaces and improve the air quality. That was the main intention. And correct answer was absorbing heat and filtering air, so that it can improve the air quality. Fine, all of you are correct. Let us move to the question number 45 then. So here is question number 45, which is asking you all climate responsive building design first considers. So today also we will be discussing 55 questions. So it's now we are discussing 45 one, then there will be only 10 questions will be left for the today's problem solving session discussion, and with that we will be ending the today's problem solving session. So guys, for this particular question number 45, all of you can see 3 of you have voted, and all of you have voted for option A, and all of you are absolutely correct. It is climate zone and orientation. This is the main focus, you can say, or first consideration while designing and climate responsive building design. Fine, I agree with all of your opinion, and option A is the correct answer. Here is the 46th question then. For those who have completed question number 45. Question number 46. So for this particular question, question number 46, most of you have answered option B. And most of you think that in passive design cross ventilation is more effective when openings are aligned opposite to each other, then there will be proper cross ventilation. This is very small concept, but then also most of you are not able to answer. That's very bad. No openings are provided, then how cross ventilation will be happening? Wind is blocked by trees, then also it won't be. So only option B is the most appropriate one. So let us move to the question number 47. Question number 47 is asking you all light tubes or solar tubes are used to. So for this particular question number 47, as all of you can see in the chat box, most of your friends have answered to this question. Kirti, Rajesh, Harsoday, Celine, Ram, lot of answers have been given here, and all of them are supporting to option D. That is the correct answer, guys. Option D is the correct answer for this question number 47. That these light tubes or the solar tubes, these all are the things that helps us in bringing the daylight into the interior spaces, or the diffused light you can say into the interior spaces. Let us discuss lot of times so that you can revise and don't commit any sort of mistake in the exam. Here is the question number 14.8. So this is very basic question. I don't think this will take much time for you to correct. Yeah, lot of people have answered, and they have answered that B is the correct answer. Yeah, because this rainwater harvesting conserves fresh water, all of you know, and it also supports the green buildings. So this can only be done when it will be storing and using the water. That is the only correct answer out of the four options mentioned in option question number 48. So let us move to the 49th question then. It's good to see that lot of participation is going on and lot of people are giving their votes for this all the question that I am discussing today, and all of you are correct in many points. Only few concepts that you are missing. I hope with the discussion of the today's problem solving session it is getting cleared. Question number 49. Rajesh, Celine, Kirti, 4, 5 people have answered. Harsuda is not here, I guess. For this particular question, he is not mentioning the answer. Maybe he don't know the answer, or he's taking much more time. So let me tell you all, guys, the correct answer for this question number 49 is option D. It cannot be only temperature, or it cannot be only daylight. It's all the combination of air temperature, humidity and air movement. All these things helps or overall defines the indoor comfort levels. That's why option D is the correct answer. Let us move to the question number 50. So guys, let me tell you all that lot of answers have been given, lot of participation have been shown for this question number 50, but all of you are giving the same answer, and that is the correct answer, guys. None of you are having an incorrect concept or incorrect opinion, so it's easier for me to evaluate and mark all of you as full marks. Fine. So this simply means balancing carbon neutral simply means that balancing carbon emission with removals, and this neutrality can be achieved through efficiency, renewable energy integration, or offsets. Fine. So with this I am left with the last 5 questions of the today's problem solving session discussion. I hope we will be finishing it on time, last 5 questions, and then we will be seeing the marks that you all will be getting in the today's problem solving session discussion participation. Question number 51. This was very straightforward question and basic question. I don't think any one of you will be doing it incorrect. Yeah, all of you have given or marked it as 51A, and it is the correct answer, guys. This passive cooling will be reducing the need for HVAC energy mainly. That is the correct answer, because this passive cooling will be decreasing the load on mechanical cooling systems. Overall HVAC energy will be getting reduced. So let us move to the question number 52, which is asking you all about the vernacular houses often use courtyard because they. Yeah, as I can see, lot of answers have been bombarded here, and all of your opinion is going towards 52C, which is saying that ventilation vernacular houses often use courtyard because they create cooler, well ventilated interiors, and other options like they block the wind or increase heat island effect, these are incorrect. So all of your opinion is correct. 52 question number, the correct answer is option C. Let us move for the question number 53, which is asking you all about using light colored interior surfaces helps in. So it's a 53 question number, and many of you have already answered to this question number 53. So I am quite I should say surprised and quite happy at the same time. Surprised to see that all of your opinion all the time is same, and happy to see that all the time all of you are giving the correct answer. Yes, guys, the correct answer for this question also, question number 53, it's option B. Utilizing the light colored interior surfaces will be helping you to reflect solar radiation, and This light color will be reducing the surface temperature, and overall it will be helping you to reduce the cooling demand. So all of you are given the correct answer. So let us move to the second last question of the day, 54th question. And this is asking you all that energy simulations in early design phase help in. Most of the answers all of you have given right. I don't think much of the people will be getting lower marks. So there, based upon your preparation level, I can say it will be high and tough competition, high scoring exam, and tough competition among all of you, because all of your concepts are very clear. Like for this question also, I can see neither of you, yeah. So in this question also I can see none of you, if Rajesh, Harshoday, Kirti, Silly, all of them, they are supporting 15C only. None of them are just saying, no sir, this is correct or no, that is correct. It is very clear concept with all of you. And it's correct also. 54, the correct answer is option C, optimized design for lower energy use. It's not increasing the lighting energy or avoiding renewable integration. These are not the correct answers. So this is the last question for the today, and I hope this question also you will do correct. Then we will do the evaluation of today's problem solving session. Smart sensors for lighting and HVAC contribute to. So there can be confusion with question number of option B and option D, but I hope all of you will be opting for correct answer. The best answer you have to opt. Yeah, I can see all of you have given your answers, and all of you have given 55B. That is absolutely correct, guys. So all the automated controls or smart sensors, they will be minimizing the wastage and optimizing the uses. That's why it will be helping you to energy save and better comfort also. That is option B is the only answer for this question number 55. With this, all the questions we have discussed, and any first of all I will ask all of you to give the final marks to yourself out of the second half questions. I think in second half we have discussed 27 questions. So out of the 27 questions, how much questions you have done correctly, you can mark your performance here, and we'll see how many of you mark it correctly. Out of 27, how much you will rate yourself? So as I can see here, many of you are saying the best score to be 25. Rajesh, Kirti, Harshoday. So these are the three toppers of the today's problem solving session. They have done only 2 mistakes. That's obvious. And there are some days are also left. I think 10 days are left, and they can correct their concepts if there are some misconceptions are there. And with the today's problem solving session also, I hope they have learned. And the Raja was asking the when the whole ticket will be released. Yeah, the whole tickets will be released before 1 week of your scheduled exam. So it means it will be released before 20 positively. You will be getting the option for, or you will directly getting mail to it, that will be conducting consisting of a link, and you will be just have to go through those links and log in your credentials with mail, and you will be able to download your hall ticket, guys, before 20. Is it clear? Okay, so with this, today was the last problem solving session, guys, and I would like to thank you all for participating the today's problem solving session and making it a successful one. And I really enjoyed with you all guys, and your preparation levels are also very good. So all the best for your exams guys. Thank you. So with this I would like to end the today's.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So with this I would like to end the today's problem solving session. All the best to all of you.